Hi students, once again welcome back to computer class. So in this class we will be going to study about chapter number 3. Chapter number 3 is about functions and charts in Excel. In our last chapter we have studied about what we mean by a formula. What do you mean by formula? Formulas, they are equations which are used for performing mathematical operations in Excel. And what were the mathematical operations that can be performed in Excel? Addition, subtraction, multiplication, finding average. Okay. And in our last chapter we studied about how to add numbers in Excel. Okay. And in Excel Excel has got a set of predefined formulas which are known as functions. Okay. Excel has got a set of predefined formulas which are known as functions, and these functions are used for performing standard mathematical operations on the values. What do you mean by the word predefined? Predefined means they are already set inside the computer. Okay, predefined means they are already set inside the computer. So these functions, they are predefined formulas, that is these formulas they are been already set inside the Excel. Okay, and some of the commonly used functions in Excel are sum, average, maximum and minimum. Some of the commonly used functions in Excel are sum, average, maximum and minimum. Okay, the values on which the operations are performed are called argument. What do you mean by argument? The values on which the operations are performed are called arguments. So once again, Excel has got a set of predefined formulas which are known as functions. And some of the commonly used functions in Excel are sum, average, maximum and minimum. And the values on which the operations are performed are called arguments. So in this chapter we will be going to study about functions in Excel. Okay. First, let us study how to insert a function in Microsoft Excel. For that, you have to follow some steps. Step number 1 is you have to click on the formula tab. Step number 2, click on the insert function. The insert function dialog box will appear. And step number 3, click on the drop down arrow to open the select a category list. Step number 4, select a category and then select a function. Step number 5, click on the OK button. Okay, these are the steps which are being used for inserting a function in Microsoft Excel, and I'll make you understand by using pictures. Okay. First step was you have to click on the formula tab. Okay. By clicking on the formula tab, there are many options given, and the first option is insert function. Okay, you have to click on that insert function. Once you click on the option insert function, the insert function dialog box will appear. What you see in this picture is the insert function dialog box. And look at this picture. There is an option given for select a category. And in that particular option, select a category, a drop down arrow is being given. You have to select a category from that. Okay. And down of that select a category option, there is an option for select a function. You have to select a function from that too. And at last you have to click on the OK button. Okay. Once again, once you click on the insert function option, the insert function dialog box appears. And first option is select a category. You have to click on that drop down arrow and you have to select a category. And second, you have to select a function, and last you have to click on the OK button. Next, let us study the rules for writing a function. The rules for writing a function, first one is a function always begin with an equal sign. We know that a formula always begin with an equal sign, and a function is said to be a predefined formula. Okay, so functions also should always begin with an equal sign. And second point is function arguments are given in small brackets after the name of the function. Okay, first we will write the equal to sign, then we will write the function name, and after the function name, inside the bracket you should give the function argument. Okay, So once again, the rules for writing a function, first one is a function should always begin with an equal sign. And after writing the name of the function arguments are to be given in small brackets. Okay. Next, let us study about commonly used mathematical functions. Commonly used mathematical functions are sum, product, quotient, power. Sum, product, quotient, power are some of the commonly used mathematical functions. First, let us study about sum. This function is used to find the sum of a given number. And syntax is, we have studied that always the function should start with an equal sign. So, equal to. After equal to, we should write the function name. Here the function name is sum. Okay. After the function name, you should write the function argument. And function argument should be given inside the bracket. Okay, here the function arguments are num1, num2 till whatever number you want to enter. Okay, so the syntax of the sum function is equal to sum, opening bracket, num1, num2 till whatever number you want to enter, and you have to finally close that particular bracket. Okay, so sum function is used to find the sum of a given number. Now let us look at an example of how to use the sum function in Microsoft Excel. Okay. In chapter number 2, we studied about formulas, and inside formulas we studied how to add numbers inside Microsoft Excel. But there we were directly adding numbers. Okay. There were two methods used. First method was we can directly add numbers, or second method was you can add the cell addresses of each numbers. Okay. So here we are using the cell addresses of each number. See, the first number has been present at the cell A1, second number is present at the cell A2, and third number is present at the cell A3. And I want these three numbers to be added and the result should come at the cell A4. Okay, for that I am using the sum function. So we have studied the syntax, that is equal to sum A1 till A3. My range is from A1 till A3. Okay. Equal to sum A1 till A3. That is the input. And look at the output. In output, in the cell A4, I have got the number 29. That is, by adding the numbers 8, 16 and 5, I got the output 29. So, this is about sum function. The second type of function is product. This function is used to multiply the given number, and syntax is product of num1, num2. Okay. The only difference between the syntax for product and sum is that the function name is different. Okay. And look at the example for a product function. Equal to product of 2, 3, 5. Okay. I want to multiply 2 into 3 into 5. And the result that I got is 30. Okay. So once again, product function is used for multiplying the given numbers, and syntax is equal to product, opening bracket, num1, num2, till whatever number you want to enter, and closing bracket. Okay. Third type of function is quotient. This function is used to find the quotient when one number is divided by another, and the syntax is equal to quotient of numerator, denominator. See in the picture 3.4, there are two numbers given. First number is in the cell A1 and second number is in the cell B2. Okay. First number is 35 and second number is 8. Okay. So my numerator is 35 and my denominator is 8. So I want to find the quotient of these numbers. For that, I am writing the equation equal to quotient of A1, B2. Okay. And look at the output. At the cell B3, I have got the output, and the output is 4. Okay. Dividing 35 by 8, then the quotient which I get is 4. Okay. So quotient means this is the function which is used to find the quotient when one number is divided by another, and the syntax is equal to quotient of numerator, denominator. The fourth type of function is power, and this function is used to calculate the value of a number raised to a power. and syntax is equal to power of number comma power. And how do you find the power? For example, 2 raised to 3, which means that you have to multiply the number 2 3 times. That is 2 into 2 into 2 equal to 8. And see in this picture, here we have to find the power of 3 comma 2, which means the number is 3 and power is 2. Okay, 3 raised to 2, that is 3 into 3 equal to 9. The output is 9. Okay, the power function, it has been used to calculate the value of a number raised to a power, and the syntax is equal to power of number comma power. Now we are going to study about commonly used statistical functions. Before we studied about commonly used mathematical functions, and they were sum, product, quotient and power. Okay, now we are going to study about commonly used statistical functions, and they are max, min, count, countay and average. Commonly used statistical functions are max, min, count, countay and average. Okay. So first one is max. This function is used to find the largest number from a set of numbers. Okay, and the syntax is equal to max of range of numbers. Okay, max function is used to find the largest number from the range of numbers. See in the figure 3.6, equal to max of 23, 35, 52, 76. And we know that the maximum number from this set of number is 76. So the output is 76. And the second type is min. This function is used to find the smallest number from a set of numbers. And the syntax is equal to min of range of numbers. Okay. Min is being used to find the smallest number, and max is used to find the largest number. And see in the figure 3.7, the input has been given as equal to min of 21, 32, minus 23, minus 32. We know that in the number system, first the negative numbers comes, then 0 comes, and then the positive numbers come. So here the smallest number is minus 32. Okay, and the output it has been given as minus 32. Okay, so max has been used to find the largest number from the set of numbers, and min has been used to find the smallest number from a set of numbers. And the syntax for max is equal to max of range of numbers, and the syntax for min is equal to min of range of numbers. Okay. Next function is count function. This function is used to count the number of cells containing a number. It does not count the cells containing the text, and the syntax is equal to count of cell range. So count function is used for counting the number of cells that contain the numbers. It will not count the cells that contain text. It will count only the number of cells that are containing the numbers. Okay. See in the figure 3.8, in the input section, at cell A1 the number 1 is present. At cell B1 the number 2 is present. At cell C1 the number minus 45 is present. At cell A2 the number 24.07 is present, and at cell B3 3.45 is present. Okay, these are the cells in which the numbers are present. In the rest of the cells text is been present. Okay, so in this Microsoft Excel sheet totally there are 5 numbers present. Okay, so I have to find the number of cells in which the numbers are present. For that the syntax is equal to count of cell range. So here the cell range is A1 till C3. Okay, from the cell A1 till C3 the text and numbers are present. So I am taking the range A1 till C3. Okay, I am counting from this cell A1 till C3 the number of cells in which the numbers are present, and we have found that there are 5 numbers present inside this cell range. Okay, so I see in the output section the output has been displayed, that is 5, which means that in this cell range A1 till C3 totally 5 numbers are present. Okay, so count function is used to count the number of cells that are containing the number. The next type of function is counting. This function is used to count the cells containing a number or text. Okay, count a function is being used for counting cells that contain number as well as text. In count function, we have studied that they will count only the cells that contain the number. But in count a, they will count the cells that containing both the number as well as text. That is the difference between count and count a function. Okay. Once again, difference between count and count a function is that count function, they counts the number of cells that contain the number only. Count a, they will count the cells that contain the number as well as the text. Okay. And the syntax used for count a is equal to count a of cell range. See here in the figure 3.9, in the input section, we have taken the cell range from A1 till C3. Okay, and from the cell range A1 till C3, there are totally 9 cells in which the numbers and text are present. So the output has been displayed as 9. Okay. So once again, count function is being used for counting the number of cells that contain the number only. And count a function is being used for counting the cells that contain the number as well as text. Okay. And last type of function is average. This function is used to find the average of a set of numbers. And the syntax is equal to average of cell range. See in the figure 3.10. The equation is equal to average of 23, 35, 52, 76. So we have to find the average from this set of numbers. Okay. The average is 46.5. Okay. So average function is being used for finding the average of a set of numbers, and the syntax is equal to average of cell range. So these are the some of the commonly used statistical functions. First one was max, second one was min, third one was count, fourth one was count day, and fifth one was average. Okay. Next topic is about Autosum. Autosum is being used to insert commonly used functions such as sum, average, max, min, and count numbers. To select these functions using Autosum, we have to follow these steps. First step is click on the formula tab. Second step is in the function library group, click on the Autosum drop down arrow. Third step is select a function from the list, and Excel will automatically use the selected function. So Autosum means it has been used for inserting some functions like sum, average, max, min, and count numbers. And the specialty of Autosum is that if you are using Autosum, Excel will automatically use that selected function. Okay, and the steps for selecting the functions using Autosum are: step number 1 is you have to click on the formula tab, and there is an option given for Autosum. Okay, and you have to click on that Autosum option, and there is an drop down arrow is being provided. If you are clicking on that arrow, the functions are being provided: sum, average, count numbers, max, min. These are the functions which are being provided. Okay, you can click on any one of the function. Here I am selecting the function sum, and the syntax for the sum will automatically appear over the selected cell. Okay, and again you have to select the range of cells in which this sum function should be applied. Okay, and you have to press the enter key. Excel will automatically calculate and display the result. And this is what you mean by Autosum. Okay, next topic is about charts. While you are watching a cricket match in TV, okay, you might have seen various graphs and diagrams which are showing the scores of the team, runs per over, fall of the wicket. Okay, so most of the data, they are being shown in the form of graphs and diagrams, and these graphs and diagrams, they are known as chart. And in Microsoft Excel, we can easily create a chart. By using a chart, we can easily understand the patterns and trends of our data. Okay, a chart is used to represent data in pictorial form. So the data which are being in the written form, they can be converted into pictorial form by using a chart. so that we can easily understand what that data means. Okay. Next, let us study about components of a chart. A chart has various components such as chart title, grid lines, legend, x-axis, y-axis, x-axis title, y-axis title. See, all these components, they are been marked in that particular figure 3.13. Okay. First, let us study about what we mean by grid lines. These are the lines on a chart that are added to improve its readability. See in the figure 3.13, grid lines, they are lines on a chart. Okay. Next component is x-axis or category axis. This is the horizontal axis that displays the categories. See in the figure, x-axis means it is a horizontal axis in which the categories are being displayed. See, dolls is a category, puzzles is a category, soft toys is a category. Okay, so x-axis, they are being used for displaying the categories. Next component is y-axis or value axis. This is the vertical axis that displays the values. X-axis is being used for displaying the categories, and y-axis is being used for displaying the values of that particular categories. Okay, x-axis, they are horizontal axis, and y-axis, they are vertical axis. These are the difference between x-axis and y-axis. X-axis is also known as a category axis, and y-axis is also known as value axis. And the last component is legend. This is a box that identifies what each color on a chart represent. See in the figure, and under the section legend, 4 colors are being given. Okay, and each color will represent a particular category. Okay, so legend, it is a box that identifies what each color on a chart represent. So the components of a chart are chart title, grid lines, legend, x-axis, y-axis, x-axis title and y-axis title. Okay. Next, let us study about types of chart. There are various types of chart in Excel, and some commonly used chart types are, look at the table 3.1. First one is column. Okay, look at the icon used for column. And column, they are being used to compare data using vertical bars. Columns are used for comparing data using vertical bars. The second one is line. It has been used to show trends over the time using lines. Third one is pie. It has been used for comparing proportions or parts of a whole. Fourth one is bar. It has been used to compare data using horizontal bars. And last one is area. It is similar to a line chart with the areas under the lines filled in. Okay, first one is column. It has been used for comparing data using vertical bars. And bars, they are being used for comparing data using horizontal bars. Line, it has been used for showing trends over the time using lines. And pie, it has been used for comparing proportions or parts of a whole. And last one is area, which is similar to a line chart with the areas under the lines that are filled in. So in the table 3.1, the chart type is being given, the icons are given, and uses of this different types of charts are also being provided. Okay. Next, let us study how to create a chart. You have to follow some steps for creating a chart in Microsoft Excel. And the first step is select the cells whose data you want to include in a chart. See in this picture, the cells from A1 till B5, they are selected to be included as a chart. And always remember to include the headings while you are selecting the data. Here the headings are item and 2013. Okay. While you are selecting data, always try to include the headings. The second step is you have to click on the insert tab. And third step is in the charts group, you can select a type of chart. Here I am selecting the type of chart known as columns. In the last section we have studied different types of chart, and column is a type of chart. Okay, here I am selecting the column. And a drop down list will appear. You have to select an option from that particular list. See, in the section column there are 2D columns, 3D columns. These are the different options that come while you click on the drop down list. Okay, you can select any one of the option and you have to click the enter key. See the final result, the chart is being displayed. Okay, here oranges, apples, lemons, grapes, these are the various categories, and the categories always appear in the x-axis, and the values for these categories are displayed over the y-axis. Okay, we have studied this in the section components of a chart. Okay, what do you mean by x-axis, what do you mean by y-axis? So finally our chart is being displayed. So this is how you can create a chart in Microsoft Excel. Next, let us study about modifying a chart. That is, once a chart has been created, you can modify it. For example, if you want to change the way the axes are displayed, or if you want to change the chart title, or if you want to move or hide the legend. Okay, for this in Microsoft Excel, there is a section known as chart tools, and inside the chart tools there are 3 tabs provided. First tab is design, second tab is layout, and third tab is format. Okay, once again in Microsoft Excel, if you want to modify a chart, there is a section known as chart tools, and there are 3 tabs present inside this chart tools. First one is design tab, second one is layout tab, and third one is format tab. So using this 3 different tabs, you can modify a chart in Microsoft Excel. Okay, and first tab is design tab, and see under the section design tab there are many different options provided. That is, if you want, you can change the chart type using the design tab. You can change the chart style, you can change the data of particular chart, or you can change the location of a particular chart. Okay, so by using a design tab, you can change the chart type, chart style, location of a chart, data inside a chart. So once again, by using the design tab, you can change the chart type, chart style, chart data, and location of a chart. Okay, so this is about design tab. So the second type of chart tool is layout tab. By clicking on the layout tab, see the first option is given for insert. You can insert pictures, shapes, labels, etc. using that insert tab, insert option. Okay, and second one is given for labels, third one is for axis, and fourth one is for background. Okay, so by clicking on the layout tab, you can add axis, data labels, background, pictures, etc. inside a chart. Okay, so once again, by clicking on the layout tab, you can insert pictures, labels, shapes, etc. inside a chart. You can also change the background, and you can also add axis, titles, data labels, etc. inside a chart. By using the layout tab, first you can insert pictures, labels, shapes, etc. inside a chart. Second one is you can change the background, and third one is you can add axis, titles, data labels, etc. inside a chart. Okay, and the last tab is format tab. By using a format tab, you can change the font, you can change the color, and you can change the size of a chart. Okay, by using the format tab, you can change the font, change the color, and you can change the size of a chart. Okay, so these are the 3 types of chart tools. First one was design tab, second one was layout tab, and last one was format tabs. By using these 3 tabs, you can modify a chart in Microsoft Excel. Okay, next let us study how to move a chart from one location to another. Okay, first step is you have to click anywhere inside the chart, and second step is you have to click on the design tab. Third step is in the location group, click on the move chart option. See, it has been marked over there. Second step is we have to click on the design tab. Once you click on the design tab, the location group is being present, and you have to click on the move chart option. Once you click on the move chart option, the move chart dialog box will appear. Okay, what you see in this picture is the move chart dialog box, and there it has been written choose where you want the chart to be placed, and two options are being provided. First option is new sheet and second option is object in. New sheet means if you're clicking on that new sheet button, we can move the chart to a new worksheet. Okay, you can move the chart to a new worksheet by clicking on the new sheet option. And the second option is object in. If you are clicking on the option object in, you can move the chart to any one of the existing worksheet. Okay, and you can select the worksheet by using that drop down arrow that has been given. So once again, once you click on the move chart option from design tab, the move chart dialog box will appear, and two options are being provided. First option is for new sheet. If you're clicking on that new sheet button, you can move a chart to a new worksheet. And if you want to move the chart to any one of the existing worksheet, you have to click on the object in button, and you can select the worksheet by using the drop down arrow, and finally you have to click on the OK button. Okay, this is how you can move a chart. So with this we come to the end of third chapter. Thank you.